Hello again, fellow slopers. This is Brian Johnson. I did a video a while back. I'm going to do another one here. See if it gets posted, if it gets used. But I was asked in my previous video by some people what my medium-term, long-term outlook was on the markets. They were curious about that, so I thought I'd throw a video together. I thought it would be of interest to a lot of other people as well if they've never seen this before. So let's break into it. I'm going to show you the Dow. This is actually what is this? About a 14-year look at the Dow right here. And for those of you that may not be familiar with this, just so you know, the software I'm using, the charting software I'm using is Thinkorswim, TOS, as I refer to it in my posting and stuff. And these are the profit charts. I don't know if Tim will toot his own horn, so I'll do it for him. Tim is actually the mastermind behind these profit charts. They are a wonderful resource. If you are not using the Thinkorswim software, highly recommend it. It is typically what you see in most of the posts that are done. Tim, you're a friggin' genius for coming up with this. And I will honestly say that it is because of this software, which I use every single day, and I watch the futures on it overnight. It is because of this software and because of actually your site that I am the trader I am today. It played a huge role in my development as a trader. All right, enough brown nosing, back to business. So here's a 15-year look of the Dow. This is a monthly chart, and this is, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but gee, does this look like anything you might recognize? Maybe a potential head and shoulders forming here. This is what I'm looking at long term. Whether or not it'll pan out, I don't know. Maybe it'll be one of those things where when we get back down to this black line, if we get back down to this black line, maybe the news organizations start talking about the giant head and shoulders that never develops because everybody was talking about the giant head and shoulders, kind of like we had about a month ago or so. Yeah, I'm sure you're all familiar with that. But what we see here is the setup for a potential very large head and shoulders on the monthly Dow. Shoulder, head. Over here, we're working on potentially the right shoulder as we move up here in the markets. Now, it totally makes sense to me that this could play out. Why? As you see here, the MACD is working in our favor. We have a low here and a lower low here. We have a low here and a lower low here, as it is on the MACD. For those of you that have followed trading for a while, it is very common to see a MACD divergence before a big turn in the markets. Well, at this point, we do not have a MACD divergence, and for that to happen, we will need to come crashing back down on a monthly scale. This MACD will have to roll over and make a higher low while the market makes a lower low. Now, that could happen by 3 points. Who knows? We don't know what we're going to see till we get there. But keep that in mind that the MACD is definitely in progression here with all of this. We're having this move up. It's a very easy to see type chart right now. So in the long term, this is absolutely what I have my eye on. This big head and shoulders. We are up, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to 8 months in a row. A little overextended here. I'll be looking for a pullback for sure over the next couple months. I'll see when and if that happens. And this is what we'll be looking for, is a break of this black line. What's the target on this? I'm glad you asked. The target on this particular head and shoulders is right around the 3,000 area. So, if this turns out to be a valid head and shoulders, all the doom and gloom that you hear on some of the other blogs, New World Order, blah, 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 could come to fruition if this turns out to be a valid head and shoulders on the monthly chart of the Dow. That would put us right down here about 3,000, which is approximately a, 300 S&P? Yeah, hard to imagine, but very possible. So in the long term, I am watching this for sure. So I hope that answers your question. While we're here, I'll show you a couple other things. As you can see, this little line I have drawn here. You might wonder what this dotted line was. This was really the line in the sand for me for the break. This was a major break of the markets right here, and when it came back up and wasn't able to get back over this, you could see the markets fall apart. This was this huge move we had back here in '08. So I'm sure this was about the time all of you got your letters from your 401k plans telling you that the market, there's a potential for a market crash, and you should probably be cautious in your investments, maybe move to cash or something like that. So that was when you all got your letters. You didn't get those letters? Oh, wow, what a big surprise. Anyway, that's a soapbox left best for another day. And if we go all the way back, I want to show you this. This is my big line in the sand, and you can see this goes all the way back to 1932. This was the most extreme low, followed here by this one, and that takes us right through this 3000 area. Now, if and when we ever do break this area up here on this head and shoulders, this of course will be the next area I'll be watching in the future. So if you guys are looking long term, these are the things that I would certainly tell you to put in your charts. Put in your Thinkorswim charts, actually, and watch these over the next coming months to see if it actually comes to fruition. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helps you guys. Tim, thanks again for letting us all contribute. I am blown away by the amount of talent you have on this site. Some of this stuff I'm doing pales in comparison to what some of these other guys are doing, and I'm just honored to even be a part of that group. So thank you so much for allowing us to do this. Hope you guys kind of glean a nugget from this if you can. And I'll do some more follow-ups here on slope. Otherwise, you can catch it. You can catch updates on my blog as well at thestockmentor.com. Thanks again for your time, and hopefully we'll talk to you again very shortly.